G'day everyone, welcome to the Opal channel. So this is just my channel about what I get up to with Opal, from mining, buying parcels, cutting, carving, treating, resin treating as of recently, silversmithing, and yeah, as much as I can. So I've found myself a bit of a proverbial kid in a candy shop of late, and I don't know what to try first, so I'm stuffing my face. So it's a little bit of everything this week, trying to get as much as I can done. Got a few things on, and I've done the mining part, did the resin treating, so gonna get on with doing some carving. And I can't help myself though, it's been a while since I've had time to cut, so I've got to cut a stone. So I'm thinking we'll use this little test piece here. I say test piece, I've already made my mind up on what I'm doing with it. It's definitely getting cut up that way, and so will this one. There's no two ways about keeping that black on the back. So we'll see how that turns out, this one, as to what we can hopefully expect from this one. It's got a nicer green that side too. It's coming up blue, but it's actually green in life, in person. But yeah, so that one's coming up. This one's going to be mainly focused on these ones for the carving, clean up carve, and this one I'm going to cut by the end because I have to cut something. And got this one coming up for this weekend, and I'm shooting off next week early to go do something, and I'm going to have something pretty awesome to show you when I come back. So that's something coming up as well. No spoiler alerts, so yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. For now, we'll have a look at these in some water. Okay, so we'll have a look at these in a sec, but one thing I want to quickly draw your attention to is these stones from the last video. Even though they've got the resin coat, should probably take that imprint off the ice cream lid off there. It's 22. So these are not super expensive. I'm not sure how good a job some people can get on this sort of a thing and try and be nondescript in the sales. But if I was to sell something like this, it would be rainbow matrix, treated, and resin coated. That's the way I'd advertise it, straight up. And say a $50 stone like that might be worth more, but I'd sell it for 50, and it's definitely not a rip-off, if you know what I mean. Like it's real Opal. It's had to have a bit of help bringing out its inner beauty, and it's not super expensive, hence the price reflecting that. But yeah, it has its value, and if done right, you could probably get a higher price on some really nice flutter colour, which we'll hopefully get to with some other stones once I get past these practice bits. There's some really nice colour there I'd like to get into for another video. But I thought I'd just, mention that these, although cheap appearing, are still worth something. And so as long as you're aware of what you're buying and are happy with what you've bought, there's no issue with this sort of a stone. This just highlights how if you could get a natural stone like this, or blacker, or nice and clean and not so speckled, the colour, that's why the price goes up on that sort of stuff, clearly. So if this was just solid Opal, no treatment at all, and no resin coating, and it polished and looked like that, the price would probably be a bit higher. I'd still be, I'll leave it at that. So they have their place, and that's the main thing. And now it's a usable stone for a pendant, if nothing else. if not even just for a collection. But yeah, something like that I'd sell for $50. Any better colour, you sort of up the price a bit, and some of it can get on a really proper job with the turning proper black, having great colour and a resin treatment with no imperfections. You can get up to like, you know, around about $100 a carat. So it's, yeah, has its place. So we'll leave it at that and get on with this. So I've selected out a few bits. We'll zoom in. And I just want to either explore or ready to carve. So this one's more exploratory to see what's going to be left. I'll just Dremel out all this sort of muck here, but that concerns me there. So there might be a tiny little stain in there somewhere. Well, there is a little tiny stain in there somewhere, but hopefully we can get it to go a little bit bigger. It'd be handy. So we'll explore that one. No specific order here, I'm just going to pick them up. This one I decided I would like to see what's in. It's got another bar down here, or the bar dips down to down here. I'm not sure if it's, yeah, it's a bit all over the place, this one, so we'll just explore it yet again. Probably holding up the wrong way. Make this the top, yep. Take that down and have a look at that bar. And hopefully it looks like that, and this holds together. And this one just deserves it, so I'm gonna see if I can just bring out some of what's in there, even for a specimen if nothing else. Still some nice colouring under there, but it is a little bit fractured. Might be able to get it out, we'll see what happens. This piece, probably sit up that way. Hopefully get a little stain from under there. Might extend out the back a bit. Something around in there. And yeah, this piece, the royal blue. It's got a weird bar running through it, twisted and curled. But I'm pretty sure there's a little face there for a carving. This one's got a touch of scrap, bit of meat left on the bone. It's a little bit fractured up in spots. I hope it stays together mostly and get a nice little stain out the centre here, but we'll have to see what happens because of this little hole. Try and retain its structural integrity and get what we can. And this piece from first lot, actually, I pulled this out, so I think this needs a bit further exploratory. So maybe see what we can get out of here. It's a really nice colour in that one. We'll have to see what happens with all that and what we can get out of it. So, we'll get the Dremel ready, and we're going to start off with a 400 grit. So here's our 400 grit, and I'm using 400 because some of it, it's not much to come off and I don't want to make a mistake and go too far. Not that I intend to make mistakes, but caution is everything. Also, I don't want to have to go through too many grits to get it finished off. So from here to the 600, and then probably the sandpaper. We'll see how we go. Might even try the rubber tips again. They're not too bad, but I think sandpaper does a better effect. So yeah, give this a go. Let's see what we can come up with in here. What we're gonna do first, I reckon just explore this one. I'm pretty keen to see how it's gonna turn out. Let's get you in a bit closer. Sorry about the lighting here. I've got the light from over that way, the light from you coming straight down. But if I turn this one off, you can sort of see still pretty well. Yeah, no, I'll leave that off. That way you can see better. Alright, So we'll start off with this one and just start cleaning up those bits of sand. Alright. Alright, so this one I remember now. Wasn't going to waste this side chip. That's a really nice little stone in there. So we're going to get that onto the saw. Just carefully cut through this gap here. And see if we can't salvage both stones. Right across the edge of that colour, just there. And that'll come in around there somewhere. Let's see what happens this edge here. I'm not happy with it, having that in the bottom, but I'll try and get it out. Work my way in, under, and we go and shape it on the wheel. So that'll be for later. Just a bit cloudy in here. Just goes up this end. Might give this one a quick dusting. Almost gone. Still retaining most of the colour bar. Just. So we'll stop there and shape that up on the wheel from here. I'm pretty sure that another cut there. Oh well, we'll see what we can get. Still a very nice flashy stone. Let's see what can come of this. Wow. So this one is a bit tricky. Very all over the place. I think I can get a carving out of that shape, roughly. And this color here should get a little bit touched, maybe better. It will just disappear when I grind it off. I'm going to stop here with that grit because the next one will take the last bit down, but any further without polishing, I'm going to lose it all. And I don't want to lose it all. So I'll get onto it with the 600 next and be very careful about going about this section. With a very interesting little shape. A great little carving. I'm pretty sure that'll come up a bit further down there. Which that purple travels through in under that grey. So at least up to here somewhere should get that colour coming through a bit better, but I don't want to go too far yet. Very conservative. See what we can do about that after. Actually, I'll do that now. Inside here. See this side coming off. Right at the top. Alright, here he goes. Okay, so some varying results, whereas I'll be slicing this one apart. Get that stone and that stone. This one I'll continue as is with the 600. Tidy up best I can into a little carving. It's a very nice colour in that. Hopefully reveal a touch more before I go through it. This one's about, it's got a really nice, colour. Nice colour there. So I'm going to try and grind away all the rest of this yuckies on the wheel. This will be a carving. It does have a fracture crack running through it. It's healed. It does run up the side there and through to the top a bit and into the colour bar. So I'm going to leave it. And that bit there I'll tidy up maybe a touch more. Just make it an interesting shape and gives it somewhere for the silver to set itself. Probably take that off actually. But yeah, that'll give something for the silver to hook on and make it look interesting. Anyway, this one was surprising. Came up quite well. Cleared up. It's got that little tiny last spot I can get out later. Bit of nice colour in that. Shame to go to waste. It's a bit of a decent bar there with a jelly bar underneath. Bit of bright stuff on top. Unfortunately couldn't survive the whole stone, but still some nice colour in that for sure. So another one that I'll be able to do on the wheel. This one, OMG, did not see that coming. That is gorgeous. So there'll be another little carving I'll be working that into. Very gently set that edge. Hopefully I'll be able to set this one. That is gorgeous. And that one. This bit, it's just going to have to be what it is. It's not too bad. It's not super bright from a distance. It's only the camera that's making this, as you can see how small it is, stand out with all the detail. Other than that, it's just a couple of flashes of colour at arm's length. Nothing super, but still a nice stone. Done that one. So I'm going to go to the wheel and tidy these ones up while I'm there. We're going to attack this one. We'll take this down and see how she looks. So I'll just try to tidy these up a bit, get them in the shape, get rid of the excess muck. Oops, haven't done that one yet. There's one sliced apart. There's the other side. Knob off of that bit. That one I'm not too sure is gonna do something with it maybe, but see how it happens out. So yeah, tidy those bits up. Now we're gonna have a good look at this one. So the fear with this one was there's a lot of sand through the dark side, which was concerning me. It still is. But as this is an edge bit, sure if I should just slice that through the middle. This one is black, that one is grey because that's got all the sand through this half. So just touch it on the edge of the wheel here. Let's move this camera a bit. Gorgeous, but all of these sand spots will lose some size, and if you look in there, my finger's a backdrop, you can see all this sand. I know it looks like it's on this side, but it's actually scattered throughout through to here. And there's no black there, so if I cut this half that way, it'd be half translucent anyway. So we'll leave the grey backing on this side. So I might just run that through the saw. Give me 2 secs. So I'm going to take this black off of here, see what we can do about tidying it up into a stone. And this half, give us an idea of what the black backing is going to look like. Let's tidy this one up a bit first. Sand's going to go through a fair bit, eat some of this stone up too. Surface that bit, so there'll be a clean stone underneath. A nice little stone out of there. Now, there we go. There is a gorgeous little stone in the middle there. I can avoid all that. No, I think it's going to have some of it in there, but well, it's the price you pay. So that's hopefully what we can expect out the larger arm. Here we are. And we'll do that in another video though. Sorry. sort the shape out after. I reckon if I lose that, keeping all that, it might be a really nice clean stain. We'll get that out and make it into a doublet. But no, that would lose the black on this side if I got that out. So there we go. I think I might go back and finish this carving off and do a quick cut and show you the results. Okay, so I've done the polishing on the carvings, and we're just going to focus on these ones for this video, and I'll cut those other ones a bit later, put them in another video. There's more videos. So this was the thinnest, not sure aboutest piece. I had a few inclusions that can't be getting out. It's way too thin. And it is what it is, but there's some colour there. Good for a collection if nothing else. Yeah, a few flashes in there, but nah, it's not much can be done with it. You know, you could make a pendant out of it with a very thin bezel set. But no. This one, not too bad. There's some colour through it. Nice multicolour. Get a bit more of that serum oxide out. Actually, no, that's an inclusion. So I thought it cleaned up well. So yeah, not too bad. Fingerprints all over it. Pretty happy with the polish. Bit of an inclusion there, but as I said, I think earlier, you can use silver to notch in here and there. Use them as like little claw sections and just focus on that. Now this one was a very tricky carve with that bar, but we got a bit of red in there. Look at that, definite red. It's only on one angle, it's only that flash. We'll take it. So it's not too bad, a little stain. Be a nice little pendant stain. Fingerprints off it. But yeah, that was a little bit tricky, this one. But we got something out of it, so that's the main thing. Now this one is gorgeous. Love this one. This is fantastic. Not sure if that's serum oxide, but it might be a bit of an inclusion. Again, the right setting will cover all that up. But this is amazing little pattern in here. Little blocks of sort of emerald green, hints of purple, purple blue. But awesome little structure in there. I don't think this camera's really doing it justice. In real life, it's quite a bit more intense. That's not too bad, that angle. So there we go. Some nice little carvings. And I've got some more videos to get on with. Cutting that knobby, that's done. And that's all I'm going to say on that for now. And tomorrow, yeah, I'm cramming the videos in a bit. We're going to do the live stream. So this will tide you over for now. And I'll leave it there. So hope you enjoyed. Cheers.